I just went to the center of this podium right here. Is there something that I can, like, press? I don't think... Oh! Oh, I freaking knew it. Oh my gosh, the Emperor. So what is going on, guys? This is Ryan here, and welcome back to Subnautica. This is episode 39, guys, and yes, we are continuing our investigation into the primary research facility. In this episode, I'm hoping to get the entirety of this thing explored. This is honestly something I'm really excited to experience. It's a humongous, vast structure. We explored just a tiny bit beforehand, but there is so much more we need to see, and that excites me tremendously. In the last episode, it appears when I entered this place, it was very glitched out, and like it was still submerged in water when it shouldn't be. That was some like buffering things, and it was lagged, and I had to restart my game and make the journey from there to here again. And this happened. Gosh! No. He's gonna kill me. Right, you know what? I'm riding you, dude. Let's go. You good? You respect some personal space here? You wanna talk about something? Okay. Please can I go? Please. Yeah. It wasn't too good. Anyway, guys, there exists a command in the Subnautica console, and we can actually just say unlock doors, I believe. When we enter this command, apparently, there we go, all doors are now unlocked. You see the force field there? It is no more. It doesn't mean this as well, does it? Whew. Thank goodness. The prawn suit will actually remain right there, guys, but big things are about to be happening in this episode. Let's start by picking up this data terminal right here. We didn't read this one. The Emperor Project Data. Oh, wait, check it out. We can also scan this to an alien relic. Is that literally individually? All of these relics each have their own unique identity? Dude, this is nuts. The alien reliquary. What does that mean? Another alien relic. Okay, that is a weapon of some kind. So they use knives much like humans as well. What the freak is this? Like a yin-yang animal thing? I never thought to scan any of this stuff. An alien relic. That's some kind of stasis rifle. It's got a reticle and I guess a trigger too, which means the precursors must have been of some kind of similar build to maybe humans. This, I guess, is a shield in that case then, but like that's very intriguing in terms of what the precursors may look like. If they had weapons like they would hold like this, that is much like a human typical alien build that we know. We checked out these last time, but we'll scan these anyway, and we're going to check out the PDA after. This is going to be bulked out with so much information. So all of those have now been scanned. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to head to this back room here. This is where I think there's a Sea Emperor baby, which is cryogenically frozen, meaning it's still alive. It's just not awake as sort, you know? At least it was here last time, unless it's been moved since then. So the dissected Leviathan fetus will actually be within this containment thing here. Currently, you can see it's not there, but there is a podium where we're going to be seeing that. Also a Leviathan egg casing. Dude, this place is nuts. They had everything down here. So wait, what is this one here? Is that also the same casing? I think it must be. And there's another one which is empty over here. Perhaps that will contain another one at some point, or a different egg entirely. All right, guys, so we're checking out the first door on the left-hand side. This room is still empty, as we can see. I do believe there's going to be a teleporter here, but time will tell. Whoa! Oh my gosh, this place has changed up. What the heck is this? So there is piping going absolutely everywhere within this place. We've got this thing here. That looks like some sort of delivery piping system. That's big enough to fit a human inside. Then there's some kind of window structure here we can't see through yet, but maybe there's going to be something within there in due time. And then a data terminal, I guess, to explain all of the piping here. The alien pump. We can't scan it or anything. I'm going to keep this on my person at all times right now. I actually want to know what this thing is used for. So a load of things are simply called alien relics. Let me just click on this. Currently, there is no pictures for any of the items, so this is going to be confusing to try and link up. However, back to the alien pump, guys. Let's see, what was this thing used for? This machinery is pumping water to and from the attached pipe network. Outflow. Oxygen-deprived water is being flooded from the system, and the inflow, analysis of the water composition flowing in, indicates it is being drawn from different biomes between here and the surface of the planet. The water temperature is considerably lower than the volcanic environment outside the facility and oxygen-rich, so they're drawing water from a different biome that isn't in relation to the lava zone at all. And I mean, they had a whole room dedicated to doing this, and I guess it did the job very well. Now we're heading to the third room, guys, on the left-hand side. I think this is the teleporter. It is. Okay, so we're going to put something in here again. As I said before, I do want to check out where these things eventually take us. In goes the crystal, and then the teleporter becomes fully functional. Where will you take us? In due time, we're going to find out. For now, let's continue our investigation. So this is the second teleporter room right here. Let's slot another one of these crystals in here. There was, however, another room that wasn't quite finished, so now I'm I'm wondering, will it be finished now? Around this corner we go. Ah, it looks to be more finished. Still, I mean, it's still a bit rocky in some areas. We can see also through here. What is this place? Let's see. The Emperor Egg Hatching Project data. So this would have been for actually hatching the eggs. Quarantine was imposed on the facility. Specimen data. The main containment chamber here housed a Sea Emperor Leviathan and its eggs. The parent Leviathan's health had deteriorated. Its eggs appeared to be in good condition, but in some form of natural stasis. Alien structures. The data shows that within the vast specimen containment unit, an incubation system had been constructed to house the Leviathan's eggs. Likely, the alien researchers had refocused their efforts to develop a vaccine on the unborn infants. The incubation system suggests they had resorted to developing artificial hatching enzymes which would simulate the natural hatching environment. When quarantine was imposed, all warp gates and access points to the facility were sealed. While the unborn Emperor specimens may have held some potential for the development of a vaccine, it is highly unlikely that the parent or children survive having their food supply cut off and being isolated from the rest of the ecosystem. Now let's check out the Leviathan egg casing, because I guess this goes hand in hand with the dissected one that we saw. Shell composition. The shell casing is formed from thick layers of carbon composite, suggesting an extensive gestation period. This Leviathan species may give birth just once per century, perhaps just once in their lifetime. Shell casing incisions. Precise incisions suggest a laser-based tool was used to cut open the egg casing and forcibly remove the fetus inside prior to full gestation. Analysis. Time pressure to develop a bacterial vaccine may have driven the alien researchers to cut open this egg and remove the fetus for study. It is also possible that, removed from its parents and natural habitat, some vital condition for the infant to hatch naturally was not met. So they forcibly removed the egg from the shell casing, and then they started to dissect it. Perhaps they done goofed in doing that, and maybe because of that, the process kind of messed up and they didn't get the vaccine they needed. Now let's check out this final data terminal. This was for the Emperor Project data. We haven't seen this, and this is probably the main one. This device records data from the primary research specimen at this facility. According to the logs, an indigenous life form referred to as the Emperor specimen was found to produce a unique substance they referred to as enzyme 42, which inhibited the symptoms of the infection in other indigenous organisms. The specimen was captured and contained here. In addition to the eggs it was found guarding. The alien researchers went to great lengths to provide for the life form's environmental needs, including the import of independent flora and fauna via the on-gate warp site. However, its health quickly began to deteriorate. So the warpers we've got each site, I bet they will take us to the different biomes. Wow, okay. At the time of the bacterial outbreak and resulting quarantine, all attempts to develop the enzyme into a vaccine had been unsuccessful. Okay, so we link the teleporters down in the primary research center, but then that means it's going to create warp stations for us to go to and from this place into the different biomes. That is so awesome. So this door is now sealed. Let me try and walk through it. Why would it seal back up? Unless it's on a timer of some kind? So the force field is now dropping again. That was strange why it locked back up right there. Whoa. This is a strange room. There's a teleporter over there with like a light going through it. Translating local alien broadcast. Warning, vaccine development program terminated. Emperor Egg Hatching Project. Bro, what the freak is going on? What the heck was that? All right, I'm gonna jump in just a sec, guys. It keeps making the splash sound. I don't know why, but there's this podium thing up here. I don't know how we get to it. It looks like even though we unlocked everything, we still can't quite get up there. It still looks like there's a force field on that one right there, so we can't stop that no matter what we do. So this is it, man. This is where we take the plunge. There's loads of ion crystals on podiums. Dude, let's dive straight in. Woo! Oh, boy. What the freak? Whoa, we fall... Whoa! We fall straight... What the freak is this? Oh my gosh, that's the freaking Sea Emperor. What the heck? It's just there. It's just there. Okay, the fauna is down here. You can see how they developed it in such a way. Look at this thing, dude. It's just like stuck in the ground. Why is it just like cemented there? That's kind of freaking me out. The first encounter we have with this thing, is it dead? Its eyes are completely illuminated. I want to kind of stick it. It goes straight through it. So they had like a moon pool here of some kind. If we go over here too, there's like eggs and such. This is really interesting. Are these eggs from the Emperor Leviathan right here? Whoa, yes, they are. Of course they are. Let me exit. Can I scan these? An incubator device. Hold up. Detecting unusually passive behavioral patterns in the nearby predators. We can also scan the Emperor Leviathan eggs. We have those two pieces of data. Why this thing is just laying there kind of completely still though, I really don't know. I just feel like something should have happened. Maybe I need to grab onto this from a specific angle or something. There's gotta, like the whole thing, you can't touch it for some reason. I don't know why. I actually think because I came in with the prawn suit, maybe that's the issue because...
Mild dehydration detected.
That as well? I'm just thinking, you're not supposed to be able to get a vehicle in here. Or maybe you are, but the greatest of difficulty getting the thing back out. I think I've lost my prawn suit, guys. Let me try and get a real good swing at this. Hold up. This was a good one. This is a good one. This is a good one. This is a good one. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Shoot. Okay, I'm gonna exit my suit. I think I've lost it. Oh, wait, it stays there. Okay, perfect. I just move on to the center of this podium right here. So something that I can like press. I don't think. Oh! I freaking knew it. Oh my gosh, the Emperor. Oh my gosh. Hey. Hey, fella. How are you? It's completely passive. Hey, what are you trying to show me? Look at this shoot, dude. She checked us out and she left us. She going for a swim? Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, look at this. Then she just swims so freely. I wish I could swim with you, but my oxygen, unlike other alien facilities, scans indicate this location supports a diverse and healthy... Everything is here. Look at her. She just swims so... She's looking at the eggs. Look, she's looking at her eggs. She wants to hatch the young. We've got to hatch the young. Is that what she wants? She wants us to hatch the eggs. Look, she's fixated on them. Look at this. Oh, it's such a shame, man. I'm gonna have to go for oxygen quick. Look, she just kind of sits there. Look, she's like... She's fixated on her eggs. How would we hatch them for her? Look at this. This is kind of beautiful. She knows that we're able to hatch them somehow. She's asking us. That's awesome. Is there any way we can actually hatch these for her? Like, there's a teleporter right here, so maybe there's a resource we gotta go and get, and then we bring it back down, and then we can hatch the eggs, because right now, this podium, it doesn't seem like we can do too much. Like, there's something here for us to insert. Wait, use incubator? Oh, we need some things. And look, she's swimming again. Okay, I gotta swim quickly for this oxygen, though. She is absolutely beautiful. She's so docile as well. Look at that. No aggression whatsoever. So, let's check out. What do you need, huh, mama? What do you need to get your young hatched? We need some hatching, so we need creep find sample 3. That's so simple to find. And then a scanner room speed upgrade, so quartz and a computer chip. Maybe because we scan this too, we know how to make the hatching enzymes and stuff like that. Let's just check out these logs. The incubator device. This alien device is some form of incubator attached intravenously to the Leviathan's eggs, allowing nutrients to be fed in. Then we can hear about the actual Sea Emperor Leviathan eggs too. So we've got the shell, an uncommonly strong shell lining. Organic growth on the exterior suggests these eggs may be hundreds of years old. Alien tubes. Alien devices penetrate the outer shell layer, likely designed to supply them with the nutrients and to isolate them from the surrounding environment. The amniotic sac. Unlike most other eggs where a nutrition supply is slowly exhausted by the embryo, these eggs exist in a form of natural stasis, likely awaiting ideal hatching conditions. Fetal organism. There is a high genetic match between these organisms and a Leviathan in the vicinity. They appear to be stable and healthy. It is likely that ideal hatching conditions vary considerably from ideal conditions for survival of the parent. The local ecosystem appears to have prioritize the latter. So within our blueprints, guys, we now have the hatching enzymes. We can do this. All right, I think now then, it's definitely ideal that we use this teleporter here. I'm hoping this shouldn't give us any catastrophic effects, like we get stuck or anything. Let's go through it, dudes. Let's see where this one takes us. That was fantastic. Pop that guy in there. I think that might have just been maybe like a visual glitch. Now it should be all powered up. Let's get back in the prawn suit and see exactly where this takes us to. Here we go. No freaking regrets, dude. It still isn't actually working? It's giving us the option to scan something here. An aquarium warp gate. That doesn't actually work just yet, though. Scans indicate this warp gate has not been active since the facility was abandoned. It is likely served as an access point to the surface of the planet. It is much too small for the Emperor specimen to pass through, but may accommodate a juvenile specimen. So what, these little guys here? So wait, eventually we're gonna take one of the small dudes through here? What? That's crazy. Can I pass through it? Like, hold up. Like, yes, I can. I'm about to pass through it. Dude, we're heading through. I hope it. 170 meters deep. We're not deep at all. Hold up, hold up. Oh, it's taking me. It took me somewhere. Okay, I think. Wait, dude, what the freak? What the freak? Where am I? It took me to the gun, like that shoots down the sunbeam initially. Okay, that's fascinating. What? Here we are. We're right here. Okay. From here, surely we can then get back? Did we link up another teleporter by doing that? Let me just see. Because we have this one here. But you see, you can't actually get this one active. So it takes us all the way back out, but we can't go back in after. So I actually checked out about the animation, what happens once we hatch the eggs. Currently, there's no point, and I think if we did, it's going to completely destroy what we have here because there's no animation, and it looks so glitchy and janky. So we're going to be warping back to the place that shot down at the sunbeam. That's going to be interesting, and we're also taking one of the Emperor young with us. So they're going to hatch the eggs, then I guess we go through the teleporter, and things really go from there. This has definitely been an experience, though, for me. Like, it's exactly what I'd hope for with the way the kind of Sea Emperor swims. Very passive. You can tell she's gentle. She's a giant, but she's so gentle. It's nice to see, and it's definitely like a twist of fate because we're so used to all the things down here trying to kill us, and then we've got the Sea Emperor who's just like, as I said before, so docile, not trying to kill us, and genuinely wants us to help. There's also a light source over there. Again, I don't know what it does. No matter what we do, there's a force field protecting it, I think, so there's no chance we can even get through there. The doors keep locking, though, dude. What the frick? So there's something there. I don't exactly know what it is, but this gives us a great opportunity, guys, because I had to reload my game. game, since I teleported way out of this place, that we can actually rescan these and figure out what each of these are. Okay, so the first alien relic here. This device is a rudimentary version of the keys used to access these facilities. It may have been kept here for symbolic purposes or legacy support. So that was the first design like the precursor key. This one here has nothing within it, but let's learn about what it might be. This case is composed of an impregnable translucent metal at the distant end of the periodic table. Wait. There's actually something in there, but we can't see it. Moving over to the knife item, this is an ancient earth blade dated back to the 13th century Mongolian Empire. Blood samples on the blade match the DNA of 7 separate heads of state from the period. Wait, what? That's interesting. That's very interesting, in fact. Okay, now this alien relic, I want to know exactly what this one is. This carving is hundreds of thousands of years old and made from an unrecognized natural fiber, likely grown on an as yet undiscovered planet. This here has to be a gun or a weapon of some kind. This weapon appears to be millions of years old and matches no previously encountered technologies. Millions of years old? Are you freaking kidding me? That just puts perspective to how smart the precursors are, right? They had this technology millions of years ago and we as humans developed it like 100 or so. What the freak? Okay, this looks like a shield. This device is some form of communications relay, apparently protecting the presence of the user to a remote location. There do not seem to be any other devices in range. So what, was that like a scrambler? All right, now over to this side. The markings on this device seem to serve no purpose beyond decoration. It may be the alien equivalent of a lamp or magnifying glass used to examine other relics in more detail. What about this cube then? What really could this be? Like a grenade? Despite its simple design, this device contains enough potential energy to destroy the entire planet and most of the solar system. Fortunately, it has malfunctioned. This thing here, this rock-like material features biomechanical parts that match components identified in the warpers encountered on 4546b. Materials such as this may even have been a fundamental building block of the alien's own self-repairing mechanisms. The alien relic, this is like a boomerang. It is unclear why technology of this sophistication has not been found elsewhere on this planet. Its production may have been restricted or too costly, or it may have been pillaged from a more ancient civilization. This alien device appears to be designed to eliminate all organic substances in range by emitting a lethal but contained radioactive field. So whatever one of these you press in, it will destroy. And then finally, another alien reliquary with nothing inside. This case contains highly sophisticated nanobots capable of infiltrating a foreign body and deconstruct it. Whoa! So within here, there's tiny little micro things that if they got inside of us, what the freak? That's scary. Get away from me. I just realized as well, this dude's came in here. What the freak, bro? I can't get it. I can't get the thing. He's untouchable. No, you're freaking not. Get the heck out of here, bro. Wait. You serious? He's become one with the suit? How? Lastly, I just want to see where these teleporters take us. So this is the one on the left-hand side. If we go through this, wait, we can't do it in suits. So let's just do this, I guess. Here we freaking go. 241 meters deep. That's the first bit of information we see. We can also see the location of some of the parts, like our ship and stuff. But my oxygen isn't depleting. Am I in somewhere safe? Wait, where the freak am I? Where did this take me? Oh! Okay, that's super interesting. Back on the floating island. Oh, wait, no, hold up. Where the freak are we? Okay, so I'm underwater. I think this has to be the floating island, am I right? Whoa. Okay, this must be a new location. We're in the mushroom forest. What? Okay, I don't want to go too far because I don't want to get lost. So hidden away right behind here is this teleporter. All right, let's head on back through and see where the other one takes us. No, why did it double teleport? Come on. I can't stop double teleporting. What the heck is going on? No, stop double. I can't stop double teleporting, man. So there was a huge problem with the way it would kind of span you back into this place. Like you would teleport back in, but you'd be put here and your character would run back into it. So I had to use the warp command, but that has actually flooded the entire place again. It's fine though. I mean, this is the last one we're going to check out. So let's go through this and see what happens. Where the freak do we end up? 808 meters deep. Huh. I have no idea. Here we go. Where the freak are we? Whoa, there is no teleportation system here, but what? This is where it would put us, right next to this guy. This is the disease research facility. I mean, dude, we're freaking screwed right now. Let me try and teleport back quickly. I mean, I think I'm still dead, right? Ah, shoot. Oh, shoot. Yep, I'm dead. I'm freaking dead. Oh, boy. I can't do it. Well, come on. I'm right there. It's right there. Right there. Come on. Right there. Ah. Okay then guys, so we took a real good look around the primary containment facility. We did all we could up until this point. The animations are just not in place for the rest of it, so I don't want to spoil it. In the next episode, we're going to be likely looking at the Ghost Leviathan. That thing is in the game and it's now looking awesome. I didn't cover it last time and this time because the animations are still a little bit kind of janky, but they're refining it a heck ton, so we're going to get a great experience looking at it. But if you guys did enjoy this episode, why not drop me that like rating? And hey, if you're new around here, why not subscribe for more videos just like this one right here? So thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I of course hope you did enjoy. And I will, of course, see you on the next one.